gonna try this again. Yo, we just did a whole interview and I ain't even hit record. Yo, that shit's crazy.
Players fuck up too.
That's for me.
Players fuck up.
That's for me. That's for me. Goddamn. K100 Radio, I'm your host Blizzard, man. Holla at my dog from the 757, man. Give it to him, bro.
What's good, man? This is your boy Jaquan Grand, aka J1K, aka Mr. Underdog and all that. Coming straight from Virginia, you know, VA 757. Let's go.
All right, man. So real quick, I can recap the last part. You know what I'm saying? So you was down in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You came back home.
Yep.
You came to South by Southwest. This is your second time, but you haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah.
You said you like this vibe and everything.
For sure.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But I want you to reiterate and talk again about like what being an independent artist in Virginia means to you.
Man, being an independent artist in Virginia means everything because I feel like home means everything, and I feel like I love where Virginia is going in the music industry. Like I said it before, you know, we have the Missy Elliott's, your Pharrell's, your Pusha T's, but we have a lot of indie artists that are basically making waves. So right now, I think it's very important to continue to keep doing that and just, you know, making sure Virginia, you know, we get our just due for sure.
Absolutely, man. And so I want to make sure we kind of go back and capture everything. You feel what I'm saying? Because you know. We want to talk about the music too, though.
Yeah.
So let's jump into the music early on this one.
Okay.
All right. So talk to me about the singles that you got.
So I got a record right now called Energy Shift because, you know, a lot of the times we're talking about how the industry sound the same. You know, we're tired of hearing the same thing. So I feel like a lot of us are growing not only as individuals but as creators and artists. So when people hear Energy Shift, man, it's a vibe. You know, contemporary R&B has some hip hop elements because I am a hip hop artist, and it's just a vibe. You know, and it's also a vibe as well as making sure people are educated in the process. So that's what you're going to get from Energy Shift for real.
Do you feel like 757 got its own sound?
No, man.
I say it like that.
Because, man, I feel like, you know, you can, man, for real, because I feel like you have a lot of artists who are trying to, you know, copy what they think is good, and I get it, you know, if it works, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it, but I feel like one thing that even with my time in Atlanta, I loved Atlanta because it was their own thing. People started trying to adopt the Atlanta sound. So going back to Virginia, you see a lot of influence from Atlanta, New York, Detroit, and I'm like, bro, we can have our own thing because, you know, it's a melting pot. You have a lot of different artists, but I think we have to create our own sound. I think we have to, you know, continue to be unique because Virginia is the mecca, bro. So I think we have to keep doing that and try not to just fall in that crab in the bucket mentality.
What would you do if you were tasked with crafting the sound of 757? What would it be?
Man, because I'm so well traveled and I've been in a lot of places, I think the biggest thing I just make sure that we have the unique individuals collaborate together and basically consistency create records and songs that push that agenda, right? You're gonna have people in the beginning who gonna think it's corny, they ain't gonna like it, but just like always, you know, when people start championing it, it's gonna make its own wave. So if I had that task, you know, I was Quincy Jones and I was bringing all these different artists together, I just make sure that everyone is unique and I make sure nobody is trying to sound like anybody. It's like it's them, raw. So that's basically what I would do, and just be consistent with it.
And before we go, I want you to give me your rundown of what you think about South by Southwest. You said you came earlier about 10 years ago, and now you're back for the first time as an artist. You came in another mode, but now you're back as an artist. Talk to me how you feel about South by Southwest and the Makin'It Compound.
Man, I love South by, man, because you have a lot of dope artists, you have a lot of dope creators trying to grow. But I think within the 10 years since I've last been here, you see people here with their teams, man. I love it. You see people with their cameramans, you know, their A&Rs, and you know their labels, and it's dope. They got their merch and stuff, so it's cool. And I think, you know, you just see the growth of where artistry can go and creators can go, and then Makin'It Compound, man. I just love this space that they created for artists like myself to not only grow but to build real relationship with real people. Like you stated, somebody bring you a beer, man. You know, because they see you over here working. So I just think it's important to keep doing that and being in the spaces like this and make it happen.
All right, man. Before we get ready to roll, give them your social media real quick.
Make sure y'all follow me at Jaquan Grand. That's JAQUANGRAND. Tap into my website www.jaquangrand.com. I'm also helping other artists monetize their work. So I'm trying to teach artists how they can get their records into film and television. So definitely tap into my website, man. It's all about growing and building right now.
You know what it is. K100 Radio, man. Make sure you tap in, man. Shout out to the 757. I still got nothing but love for y'all out there, man. You know what I'm talking about.
K100 Radio.